Hey y'all, Irix Guy here. Now, a recurring question has been, hey Irix Guy, how do you motivate yourself to produce so many videos? You know, I'd like to do it too, but I just can't find a way to motivate myself. Well, I'll tell you what motivated me, and it was actually in the beginning it was an opportunity. It was something that I did a big part of the day and often part of the night. It was working for a large international corporation. And I did that for well over 10 years, and that experience, although certain aspects of it were educational and they were beneficial in certain ways, the bulk of it was just being trapped in this realm, this environment, and just seeing all these personality types that were overwhelmingly negative. People that you could tell that was all they had in life. They had that career, and that was it. And they were miserable people. Most of them were very miserable people. And there were a few very nice and very well-liked trapped souls that were also part of that environment. And I still to this day, I wish the best for them. But I mean, it's one of those things, you've got to find something that motivates you. Now, what motivated me was getting out of that trap. You know, I was confined, and it was not a healthy experience. So I began moonlighting with social media, and it was a situation where I aggressively moonlighted, and then on weekends even more so because I had more time, and I was producing so much content, and ultimately being able to throttle that content throughout the week. I mean, obviously, when you do have certain professional obligations, you're not doing certain things at the same time. So I would throttle it so that outside of regular business hours, I was posting a ton of content. And if it was a day where I didn't want to create, I had enough content in the YouTube upload queue to where I could just release. And then maybe there's a weekend where I want to create 20 or 30 videos and just throttle a few of those throughout the week. I was able to do that. And maybe there's a weekday where, you know, I don't feel like publishing that much, but I want to film. So I'll film a lot of videos and put them in the queue. And this went on for several years, and this was actually the kind of the birth of Irix Guy's Adventure Channel. It's where you got to see the channel, youtube.com/Irix Guy, start to experience consistent subscriber growth, consistent video view growth. And it was also the time where you started to see the progression of extremely low video quality, extremely low audio quality, and you got to see the natural progression of mediocrity to the better quality content that's present on Irix Guy's Adventure Channel today. That was another motivational factor, being able to tinker with tools, because ultimately I did not have a background in photography or film. But being able to tinker with tools, find the tools that work for me, and experiment in the sandbox referred to as YouTube. So it's a great way to have fun, self-educate, escape from the mental exhaustion associated with the international corporate realm, and to do something productive, something that will create a better future and a better sense of day-to-day relaxation. So that was an added component. And then ultimately you've got the constant set of new technology that's coming in. You've got new drones, you've got new action cameras, you've got new, insert gadget here. And then there's a travel component. Not traveling for the sake of going out and well, obviously having some good meals and that sort of thing, but the primary reason behind that travel is to film. Capture a ton of content for the YouTube channel. So it's a matter of becoming personally obsessed with that channel and with the growth of that channel. And the best thing about it, you're in control. You're in the driver's seat. You know, you're driving that ship to wherever you want it to go. And that's been the other big motivational component for me throughout the past few years. It's just been I'm Captain Irix Guy. I'm out there on my boat, and I'm having a good time, and I'm learning, and I'm I'm sharing the lessons learned with others with sites such as this, celebrityontheside.com. So it's an independent venture. I've never partnered up with a multi-channel network. I probably never will partner up with a multi-channel network. It's my own venture. Failure and or success, I can only point the fingers towards myself. So that's been another motivational component. Now, ultimately, what made this great was a few years after I started doing this, then that international corporation day job that was just misery and something that was once great and just turned into just a horrible place. They started outsourcing everybody. And I mean, I do generally feel sorry for people that were outsourced that weren't prepared. But with that said, I'd been working extremely diligently to continue to pump out, and innovate, creating as much content as possible, refining the quality of my content, finding ways to make my content more future-proofed, video filming technology such as 4K, Ultra HD, etc. But knowing that this is not simply posting videos and screaming hashtags. And that's the thing that may deter a lot of people from being able to become thoroughly motivated, is that they look at the visuals, they see the videos, they see the photos, they see the hashtags. What they don't see is all of these metrics come together and they're creating value. Social media is the future, people. Social media is the future. And anyone that feels that it's not, they've missed the boat, because social media is the future. Sink or swim. So, and then, my position was outsourced, so that was wonderful. One of the best things that's happened to me in a while, and that has enabled me to. I'd already realized that social media was an epic opportunity, but that opportunity of being outsourced was awesome, because what I was able to do is I was able to now focus all of that energy and create something better. So now it's no longer I'll try this, I'll try that. Yes, I still do a lot of experimentation on my YouTube channel, but now it's more of a, hey, this is a big deal. This is serious. But again, even though it's serious, have fun. And that's the beauty of social media, especially when you're running your own show, because what you do is what you want to do. And if it works, pat yourself on the back. If it fails, you tell yourself, hey, that's a great lessons learned. What am I going to do next? So it's, put all of this in your mind if you're on the fence about how to motivate yourself in regards to becoming heavily involved with social media. Because there's a lot of things that one can do that provide no value. I mean, there's people that watch TV. Sure, they may learn a new word or two, or they may see a place in the world that they may not have seen had they not watched that TV show. But it provides a minimal amount of value. Social media, the sky is literally the limit. I mean, there's so much that can be accomplished by way of creating a strong social media presence. So that's how I've done it. And stay tuned to my channel, youtube.com/IRixGuy, because that's where I'm going to post a plethora of content in regards to improving and not just improving, but developing your social media presence, making it better. How to optimize it and how to plan for the future with social media. Social media is always changing, just like most every other technology. So I appreciate your viewership, and check out everything else on celebrityontheside.com as well. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click subscribe and help to support my channel. Thanks in advance, and y'all have a good day.